Okay, so let's have a look at another video from the numerical methods section. You should have already been through Trapezium Rule. What we're going to do in this video is just look at a couple of issues surrounding Trapezium Rule, and in particular how we improve our estimates given by Trapezium Rule, and also how we determine if Trapezium Rule is going to give us an underestimate or an overestimate. Fairly straightforward, these ones. It's a quick little video. Let's just first of all look at how we decide, how we improve on our estimate for Trapezium Rule. So let's take that section of a curve there, and let's have a look at what would happen if I split that into two equal strips. And you can see straight away, particularly on this second strip, we've got quite a big gap between our trapezium, which is the orange line, and our curve. So what we've got to do is say, well, how can we reduce the size of those gaps? Well, the easiest way to do that, the most obvious way to do that, is just to split it into more strips. If we make those trapeziums smaller in terms of width, there we go, and look at my orange lines now. Those orange lines are much better approximations for the curve, and so therefore the estimate we're going to get from Trapezium Rule is going to be a better estimate for the actual area. So dead straightforward. How can you improve on your estimate? Simple answer: use more strips or reduce H. So that's the first issue. Second one is it going to be an underestimate or an overestimate? And the key to that you should have seen in the previous slide. Let's have a look at what's going on. This one, we've got a concave curve. So therefore, if I do my trapeziums, you can see clearly those trapeziums are an underestimate because the area of those trapeziums is clearly much smaller than the area under the curve. We've got these blue bits here which are not going to be included in our trapeziums. So if it's concave, you'll give an overestimate. There's our diagram from the previous page where clearly what we're doing now is those trapeziums are giving an overestimate. So concave is an underestimate, convex, Trapezium Rule will give an overestimate. Let's go back to a problem we looked at in the previous video, which was how do we find the area under root sec x between those values. And in that in the video we used four strips. So we had h equals pi over 6, which gave us an estimated value here. This is 2.389, and then we actually banged it into a calculator and found that the actual area was 2.336. So we've got a bit of a difference there, 2.389 compared to 2.336. Let's go with how we can improve on this. Clearly it's an overestimate. We can see that in the numbers. We can see that because we know we've got a concave curve. So let's improve our estimate. Let's reduce the numbers, reduce the size of h, so increase the number of strips. So reducing h, let's use h is pi over 12. There's our table again. Some number crunching gives us those values. And so here we go for our approximation. Half h, the ends, plus 2 times the middles. Whack that all into the calculator, and we get 2.350. And we can see that's a much better estimate. We've gone from 2.389 to 2.350. The actual one, 2.336. We can see that increasing the number of strips has increased the accuracy of our estimation. So there you go.